Okay. Okay. I quick I quick clicked off so that it would not do that echo thing like it always does when I panic. So I no panicking. Happy Monday.
Remaining calm and excited.
I'm excited. Oh, you guys, I can't type with all this stuff on my fingers. And now I lost the screen again. Okay, let me get it back. Oh, this is fun. This is so much fun. I wish you guys could like just literally be sitting here at my desk with me and see the craziness that ensues when I try and remain calm when the screen just disappears for a minute. Oh, happy Monday, happy August,
Woo-hoo!
happy everything. Let's go. We're
We're number one.
number one.
We're number one.
We got our fingers. We're doubling the bubble. And welcome to August. We're excited. We got lots of amazing things to share with you tonight. And before we do that, does anybody have anything that they would like to share, or what do you have from that you'd like to share from your business in the last week or two since we saw each other last? Something exciting business wise that you'd like to share with your Mary Kay family?
Huh? Because you're number one.
I think they're all a little crinkled. Yeah. Don't bark, please.
Well, I'm going to tell you about my neighbor. Well, she used to be my neighbor 9 years ago. She was my neighbor, Shauna, who saw Cece and I at Lavender Fest, came up and gave me a great big hug, and we wanted to connect. I told her to follow me on socials. She did, and when we were trying to figure out how we should connect, I was like, "Well, hey, single mom of now a freshman going into high school, how about if you come over and we get you into the makeover contest and we play makeup, no purchase necessary?" And that ensued into an amazing conversation about skincare, self-care, taking good care of herself. And $376 later, and a very clean, happy, smiling face when she said, "How much would it cost for all of it? How much would just be all of this? Just this," she said. I'm like, "Okay, let me add that up for you." So I have a new client, a re-again friend, and a connection to a now single mother, showing her an example of how your children can turn out when you are a strong, healthy, confident woman. So that's the most exciting part of that. And I hope she wins. I really, really hope she wins. I hope the single mom wins because she could use 5 grand for sure. Okay, anybody else? Maggie.
Okay, so you gave us a challenge to do or to add 5 more people to our PCP mailing list. And I'll be honest, I didn't dig out what it was last time that I ordered for, but I did count how many new people that I had, like that were new to me that I like within the last month or two, and I had 7. I was so excited that I now have 7 new clients. That's
Yeah.
like super exciting for me. I love that.
Who's number one? You
Me.
are. That's awesome, Maggie. We're going to talk about PCP too. Anybody else? Val, you got on mute.
Uh-oh. Where'd she go?
Uh-oh.
It's just on the bottom left of your screen. So you just have to navigate with your cursor to the bottom left of Zoom and hit the audio button.
So while she's figuring that out, hi, Mary. Hi, Bethany. Hi, Maggie Sherwood.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. One is a question. One is actually, I had connected with somebody about 2 months ago. So I
ahead and got their address the PCP. But one I didn't respond until the next day. So I was
We might have to come back to you, Val. You're coming in and out a bit. I think
Oh.
we'll come back to you.
sorry.
That's okay. In fact, Maggie
Old.
sounded kind of weird too. Maybe it's a thing tonight.
Maybe. Okay. Oh, which you're moving now. Okay, try again, Val. Try again.
Okay. Basically, I reconnected with two people that I had got hooked up with a couple months ago and got their addresses to mail them on the PCPs on the mailing list. And but the one I couldn't get on the list because she had text messaged me the day after. I was wondering if there's a way to put her on the list like today,
Next quarter.
next quarter. Okay.
Yep, you'll have to mail her one this time.
Maybe I'll just ask her if she wants to become short product.
There
That
it
might
is.
work too.
That
There you go.
works. That works. Oh, this is
Yep.
not
I
good.
had 13, by the way, on mine, even though I hadn't done it before.
Oh,
So that works.
13.
Awesome.
13's always been a good number for me.
Congratulations, Val.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I don't see Amber yet.
All right, anybody else? Okay, we're gonna move on to Cece's gonna share some birthdays and some anniversaries, and we've got lots of exciting graphics to show, some great new products and some ideas and some great things from seminar. And I've got some announcements and they're gonna be amazing. So you're just gonna have to hang on and wait. Okay, Cece, let's get those birthdays and anniversaries rolling.
Okay, you guys, don't hold your breath for these birthdays because there is a lot of August babies to celebrate. So this is awesome. So just keep those pom-poms rolling while I shout them out, okay? So in, I believe, order of month, we got Steph G in the house, Pammy Burns, my mother-in-law today, Eileen Klockow, Jen Vessel, Bethany Scott, shout out to you, my friend, Michelle Anderson, Sydney Führer, Kelly Strasser, Christina Wahardo, Rhonda Deaver, Tammy DuPage, Kayla Lalicata, Dawn Whitney, Denise Luke, Dawn Kemp, Nikki Hegna, Rachel Rendon, Christy Rowe, Katie Klug, Cassie O, and Kizzy rather, new consultant Kizzy. Congratulations and happy birthday to all of you guys. Congratulations for being born and happy birthday.
Woo!
Oh my gosh, that is
birthday.
a lot of celebrations. That is awesome.
Yes,
We give you on the
yes.
screen. Love it. Okay. And then we've got some anniversaries. So with 1 year, Rachel Rendon. Congratulations, Rachel. With 2 years from the Rising Fire Unit, Patty Sargent. With 6 years from the Rising Fire Unit, Jordan Herzog. From the Cadillac Mac Unit with 6 years also, Sandy Stickland. With 7 years, Liana Strelo. And with 10 years, Diana Ratkiss and the Cadillac Max. Congratulations, ladies. Spanning the decades from 1 to 10. I love it.
Congratulations, everybody. We're ready to double the bubble, aren't we?
Let's.
Yes, I should say so. Okay. What's next? What's next? PCP, we're going to talk about that.
Let's
Because
do that.
Maggie and Val just talked about it. Okay. So in case you're wondering, or you might be wondering, what was all this fuss about PCP and the tracking and all the things and why they want us to do 5 more and all the things? Okay. So as you know, or might not know, or you're gonna know, well, here's a weekly affirmation. This was at camp this morning. This month is a fresh start. I release doubt, show up with purpose, and give my best because progress begins with consistency. Progress begins with consistency. Let's go. So that was at camp this morning. Okay. And regarding PCP, National Sales Director Emeritus Jeannie Martin is someone that I am connected with now. And she was talking about percentage of your unit to be sending out the lookbooks and the number of lookbooks that went out. And I got to tell you, you guys, Courage Nation family, we rocked it. We rocked it. So Cece's unit had 12 consultants mail out lookbooks. MAC unit had 25 consultants mail out lookbooks. For MAC unit, that was 25% of our unit. And 2 new consultants, Val and Amber, both mailed out the lookbooks, and new consultant Anna in Cece's unit mailed out the lookbooks, and which is amazing. And because you're also going to get to order fall holiday products early, okay? You're going to get to order them on September 10th, okay? And we had a goal of 1,500 to 1,800 for MAC unit and for our family to mail out. And you guys, we mailed out over 1,600. Yes, over
Wow.
1,600 lookbooks are going out to our friends and our family and our clients all around the US. That is really exciting. And Amy Alber is a brand new top sales director in Mary Kay. Some of you met her or saw her for the very first time to us in the Wisconsin area when she came to the career conference in 2023 that was held in Menomonee Falls, if you remember that, the snowy career conference in March. And she's had an incredible life the last couple of years with some tragedies, losing her husband, losing her father, and now being remarried. And at this event that I was at with Jeannie Martin, Amy said her goal every quarter is to have at least 1,500 lookbooks go out. And she knows that that is what propelled them to be a top sales director, trip director. So I thought, well, gosh, we ought to be able to do that. And we did 1,200 last quarter. So MAC unit did 1,200, Cece's unit did over 400. So together we did over 1,600. So
Oh, great.
that is a really big deal. Yes. Yes, absolutely. A huge deal. So congratulations to all of you that sent out lookbooks to a handful to a couple hundred people. That is so incredibly valuable. You're going to be really glad you did. Take that off the screen, Cece, because there's going to be some new things coming, and you're going to be really glad that your clients are getting those lookbooks in the mail. You're going to be so glad, so glad. So what's next, Cece? After PCP, what's next?
We got some Recco.
Yes, we're going to shout out all of, first of all, if you were a 225, let's start there, please. Let's take that off the screen just for a second. If you were 225 or more in the month of July, raise a hand, throw it up there. Congratulations, 225 or more. We had a lot of people placing active orders or more, which was really, really super great. We had a really stellar MAC unit July, and throw those graphics up there now, Cece. We're going to recognize our Power Up and Grow Achievers for the month of July coming out, which means these ladies are now on target already for 12 months of Power Up and Grow, on target. So from the Rising Fire unit, we had Bethany Scott and Anna Knutson, and of course, Cece Burns, of course. So 3 from the Rising Fire unit, and from the MAC unit, we had new consultant, Heather Settlemeyer, brand new consultant right out of the gate, and Ashley Whitney, Dory, Andrea, Rhonda, and of course, your senior Cadillac driving sales director, Lisa Cadillac Mac. And may I give a shout out also to those ladies, are the same 5 ladies, Rhonda, Andrea, Dory, Whitney, Ashley, that did it all 12 months last year. And they have come out of the gate already strong this year. That's a big deal, because when you do it again in August and you finish your star in September, you will get an extra 400 credits for your star, which
It's
means
so great.
bigger star level and bigger prizes that you get to save. And that is a big deal. That is a really, really big deal. So congratulations to all of you for that. That's pretty amazing. And then we're going to talk about seminar a little bit here. So Ryan Rogers, our CEO and Mary Kay's grandson, y'all need to know that Mary Kay Ash always wanted him to take the lead of this business, and now he has. So about a year and a half ago, He's officially the president and CEO. And he has said over and over again, Mary Kay is not changing our business model. In fact, I don't know if you can find it fast enough, Cece, but there is a graphic going around that they put on the screen what a Mary Kay direct selling business is and what an affiliate program is. We are not that. We will never be that. We are thankful in a world where many direct sales companies are changing so frequently. We are not. Our business model is remaining the same, and we are so excited for the future of this company. So I figured if you read it and saw it right there, that will be a helpful reminder for you that you are in the right company with the right people at the right time. Okay. Okay. What's next, Cece, as we're talking about seminar stuff? Okay. So this is just pure joy right here. All right. So there's Lisa Cadillac Mack and Lindsay LaValle, my dear friend, our dear friend, on the last day getting our Cadillac keys. And it's Cadillac number 2 for Lindsay. She's only been in the company 7 years. Only been in the company 7 years and just earned Cadillac number 2 and $500,000 2 years in a row. And your senior Cadillac driving sales director right there, very excited, picking up keys number 7. Cadillac keys number 7, car number 16. What an honor. Talking backstage with Lorinda King, $1 Million sales director, Lorinda King. Also, she was number 1 in Sapphire. And just other people, like backstage moments are just absolutely incredible to be able to be with these spectacular humans. And I love that. We're going to keep posting our photos from the stage because you guys, those are real. Those are real photos from the stage. That's not a graphic we found that we just, made. So all that stuff. And when Cece was posting hers, and I'll continue to put those together. I have so many pictures to go through, you guys. It's insane. It's awesome. Those are real pictures from the stage, not just a graphic with our photo that we photoshopped, right? Our seats were amazing. It was incredible. All right, what's next?
Oops. Okay, that's the end of that one.
Okay, so then let's stay here for a little bit and talk about the products. Okay. And I want to give a shout out. So you guys already know the ranking, but let me just say it one more time because I have some new stats. So I'm going to say Courage Nation ranking one more time. Okay. 10 to 1. Okay. So number 10 in Courage Nation is Jennifer Breitbach. Number 9, also in the Rise Court of Sales with over 10,000, is Brittany Bartz. Number 8, which also made her number 6 in the MAC unit, Maggie Fortman. Number 7 in Courage Nation, which also made her number 5 in MAC unit, Whitney Schleline. Both of those gals, Whitney and Maggie, were over 10,000. They were in the MAC Court of Sales. Number 6, Christy Jorgensen in the Rising Fire unit. Number 5, Bethany Scott in Rising Fire unit. Also Bethany Scott being number 1 in Rising Fire unit with over 22,000 in retail sales. That makes her a Princess Court Achiever. Congratulations, Bethany. Number 4 in Courage Nation and number 4 in MAC unit, also on Princess Court, Ashley Zelli. Number 3, Rockstar Rhonda Deaver, number 3 in Courage Nation and MAC unit with over 27,000 in sales. Rockstar Rhonda Deaver. Number 2, Andrea Gracielny with over 30,000 in retail sales, putting her on the made up court, Duchess Court, which is really fun. And number 1, your Queen Mom, Courage Nation, and number 1 in MAC unit with over $47,000 in retail sales. And at seminar, we found out number 20 in Emerald, Mary Kay National Area. No.
In Emerald.
In Emerald seminar. What
Yep.
was she in? Was she like, what was she in Emerald? Did they do it that night?
We didn't have that.
We didn't have that night. Oh yeah. That's right. They didn't do it. Okay. So in the Emerald seminar, all the people in Emerald, she was number 20. And I have a new number for you. nationwide, Dory Anderson for seminar 2024-2025 was number 96 in the entire company. Ladies and gentlemen, that is of every single beauty consultant in Mary Kay. We are talking hundreds of thousands of beauty consultants. She was number 96 for the entire year and wasn't even tracking top 20 and finished top 20. So huge shout out to Queen Mom. She's actually not feeling good tonight, you guys. So say a little extra prayer for her. I'm going to make sure I call her after this, and she might be watching on YouTube. She was going to try and pull it up on the screen if she felt better, but she must just not be feeling better. So huge shout out to Queen Mom. It was an honor to watch her on that stage and hustle her back there. And yes, and y'all, she wants company. And she not only wants company, you know, she's a champion, so it's going to be hard for her to step aside, but she would very much like other people to step up. She would love to pass the baton. She would love to pass the crown on. She wants somebody to run with. She wants people to pass her. We have women on this screen and those of you that are going to watch it back that are surely capable of National Court of Sales. And this year it's 45,000. And if you've never done it before, it doesn't matter because you don't know what 45,000 is. So this is the year, ladies and gentlemen. It's all ladies, but Gerald's back there anyway. And gentlemen, this is the year, 45,000 in retail sales. Let's do the dang thing. Okay. Let's do the dang thing. Okay. So, with that announcement, I have another one for you. Drum roll, please. This is for MAC unit. Okay. MAC unit ranking for Emerald Seminar. MAC unit ranking for Emerald Seminar for the year in Emerald Seminar. We ranked number 76 in all of Emerald. Okay. Okay, that's pretty amazing. But this one, this just blew my mind. This is what I've been ruminating on all afternoon. In the entire nation, ladies and gentlemen, you are talking to the leader of, and I am looking at the crowd of the top 100 unit in the entire freaking company. In the US, 100 in the freaking US of A. Y'all are a big freaking deal. So when I tell you you're a big freaking deal, and we were sitting in the 14th or 15th row or something like that at seminar, and there was 76 or more rows behind us, and I'm trying to tell you we're a big deal. We are a big dang deal. We're a big dang deal. Okay, so this year, I already know that we're going to be higher than 50, as in lower, but our number will be better than 50, okay? Because we're going on that trip. So that will probably put us in potentially, well, I don't know what it'll do. I don't know, but, well, I can tell you because Lindsay LaValle was 500,000. She was 525,000 and she was number 50. We had 413,000 at number 100.
Wow.
She was 50 at 500. And so it'll be top 40 or higher, top 25 potentially, finishing this trip this year. So girls, it's all happening. It's just everything is happening. Okay. It's all happening. Who's excited? Yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay. Before we go any further with these super secret products from seminar that we're going to show you, I have asked our seminar attendees, which most of them are here tonight. So thank you, to share a minute or two, and like literally a minute or two, okay, of your experience at seminar, and mostly why attending an in-person event is so valuable. Why attending an in-person event is so valuable. Okay. So this is the order that we're going to go in. So pay attention. Val, Steph, Dawn, Jenny, Ashley, Cece. Got it? Okay. Unmute at will. And Val, you go first. Like 1 minute-ish. Brand new consultant who got to go to seminar.
Hi. No, everything was just so crazy. I mean, I learned so much at seminar. Met some people that are really been in the business a long time and knew a lot of information. And then I also got to connect to some people. I've actually got numbers of somebody who's been in it since her mom was in it. And then I've got another one that just started like me. So I've got different people to connect with to bounce ideas off of. And I think that's cool. So is that good?
Yes, that's perfect, Val. And I want
Okay.
to give a shout out to Val and Amber because they are so go give. They ran into and didn't even know Joanne Holman,
Yeah, I know. I forgot about that one.
National Sales Director Emeritus Joanne Holman, and they helped her with her phone. And she was so grateful. She wanted to take them to lunch. And they were trying to find us and our event that we were having. And here they were, two brand new consultants, know nothing about seminar, but they know about people. And they know how to treat people. And they helped
We
us.
just stood with her for a little while, waiting
Yes.
for a taxi because her taxi wasn't coming and her phone was dead. So Amber let her borrow the phone.
Yes.
I mean, we stood there for a little bit just to make sure she got the taxi. And then she gave us a ride in the taxi to the hotel, which made us save a little bit of time because it was a walk, a hike. So, yeah,
Yes.
it was
Yeah.
fun.
Love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. It was so great to see seminar through the two of you, through your eyes.
It was totally new. So
We loved
crazy.
watching it through your eyes. Thank you,
Yay.
Val. Thanks, Val. Okay,
Yeah, you're
who's
welcome.
next? Steph?
I love the fact that it was in a new city this year. So to explore Charlotte was really cool. And then to see how it looks there versus Dallas, it was totally, I mean, it's different, but it still felt the same. You know, you're in the space with everybody, but you also have an additional seminar group with us. So to see how big that was even cooler. And then thanks to Mary Kay, I got to check something off my bucket list and I checked out that NASCAR Hall of Fame right next door.
Yes. Yes. That was awesome. And special shout out to Steph. She's so amazing. She gave Cece and I, Anne Marie Farr, these awesome bracelets. They're so awesome. So awesome. That was so thoughtful of you. So thoughtful of you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm
Thank you
happy to get
so
more
much.
for anybody else that wants them too. I just need to know what color they want.
Well, we got pink,
Yes,
and we're very excited about our
as
pink.
you should.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Steph G. Thank
You're
you, Steph
welcome.
G. Donnie?
Okay, so yes, it's always exciting to go to and be in a different space, but yet still so much connection and so much energy. I always love and appreciate being around other people who want to learn more. So spending so much time with brand new consultants, driving to and from there, that was really cool. Being able to answer questions. The classes, they talked a lot about social media. And what I thought was interesting is that they want to make sure that we're not copying pasting because the algorithm doesn't like that. So we need to be original and rewrite so we can be inspired, but don't copycat. And the fact that I can hear things over and over again a million times, like birthday specials, 20% off, have a birthday party. But I thought about having a birthday level up. So it's your birthday. Let's level up. Let's level up your skills. And I like that idea. So I think that's something that I'm going to try out this year.
I'm writing that down. A birthday level up. That's awesome. I'm writing
Yeah,
that.
they talked about like a birthday upgrade. And I was like, oh, yeah. Well, how can I say that? Birthday level up. Yeah, like a video game.
I love that. That is
Mhm.
so great, Dawn. What a great idea. I'm totally writing that down. That's awesome. Thank you, Donnie. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
Jenny Kiesler, also before you say what you're gonna say, announcing our Courage Nation Miss Go Give is none other than the fabulous Jenny freaking Kiesler.
Thank you. What I love most about seminar is all the education we get, but also the sisterhood, being with everyone, getting to having those special moments with everyone. You can't put a price on some of that stuff. Just the relationship building, all the education, it's worth 10 times more than what we pay.
Yes. Yes. 100%. 100%. 100%. Thank you. 100%. Ash.
All right, so I have two things. So, because of course I wrote this down beforehand because that's me. Anyways, so how many of you, from raising hands, how many of you are wishing that you knew more about how to promote and reach women via social media? I can't see everybody on the screen, so I'm assuming everybody is raising their hands. Maybe not Cece because she's a pro, but everybody is probably raising their hand. So now, if you raised your hand, you belong at seminar. And the reason I'm saying that is because you are one woman trying to figure it out on your own, or maybe going on YouTube, or maybe reaching out to your director, or maybe doing this and doing that and going to all these other avenues when you can go to one event and learn 80 million things about social media and how to promote your business. So why wouldn't you invest in that, right? You know, Lisa says time and money are the most things. Start saving now. Come next year, you'll have one event that you can learn a ton of things at. And then the little events that we do throughout the year is just sprinkling in those other ideas as well. So going to these events is just giving you that outlook and those new ideas that you need to promote your business. And then the number two that I came up with was recognition. So I know that we get recognition all the time, you know, on Courage Nation, the Courage Nation Facebook page, and we get it on our Monday nights. But when you get to be at seminar in person and walk across the stage, or witness Dory as top 20 walking across the stage and get to take photos of everybody else and be in everyone's space and just see everyone's excitement, it's, you know, we can share all the videos we want with you, but you need to be there in person to witness it yourself. So, and yeah, that's the best. It's just the recognition, and you know, we all just recognize each other. It's all about recognizing and being thankful for this group of women that we get to be with. So yeah, that was number two.
Congratulations, VIP seminar attendee, for earning.
You're like a Power Ranger now.
Yes, for earning your very expensive ring that they gave us at the rally. Yes. Yes, VIP achiever for being Princess Court and above. So her, Rhonda, and Dory got to attend the VIP party with Cece and I at the Mary Kay National Area Rally, which was a blast. And yes, that was awesome. And cookies with way too much frosting on them. But I ate the frosting and then I almost threw up. It's so sweet. So much sweet. Oh, so sweet. That was awesome, Ashley. Congratulations, Star Team Builder. Thank you so much. Cease.
All right. Well, and maybe you girls can second this, but I felt that Mary Kay handled us being in a new location so well, and also so did Charlotte. We were so welcomed. Everyone at our hotel was wonderful. Like all the workers, all of that. And I think that's because our reputation precedes us, and people know that Mary Kay has, you know, the integrity and the longevity that maybe they assume the best. Maybe they're always that way, but it's just cool that those things were in a line. They were ready to welcome us, and we were grateful to be there and had such a great experience because we were flexible and gracious and understanding that this is a new experience for them, right? So I just love that experience in a new city, and I think to be able to say, yeah, I was at the first one that wasn't in Dallas in 60 years, like that's kind of a flex, you guys. So that's pretty cool. And to be able to say, yeah, it was in Dallas. And then we had the opportunity to go to Charlotte, and to always remember that, looking at it like an opportunity. So I want to appreciate you all, particularly too, Val and Amber, you guys didn't know a lot obviously about the event going into it, and we're just open, and you were so go with the flow. I know your roomies took good care of you, or our groupies, we call it, right? Our groupies took good care of you, and made sure that you were where you needed to go, and you were also gracious in experiencing that. So thank you guys for being such a great representation of how to move through an event like this. And shout out to Steph G for always representing the Rising Fire unit so well. And so yeah, it's just, you guys are fun, you're easy to hang out with, you help one another, and that was really cool to see too. So our camaraderie, I feel, really comes out in these big events, Fall Retreat, Career Conference, particularly seminar, and that was always really, really cool to see. So thank you guys for representing us so well and screaming so loud for me on the stage.
Yes, the recognition was different. Yes, thank you for your leadership, Cece. Thank you for being also such an amazing roommate. Cece is my favorite roommate. She is my absolute favorite roommate. And this year we added a roommate, more Senior Director Maureen Jerichoic, who is my dear friend, who used to live here in the Milwaukee area. We became directors at the same time. We even had our children 1 month apart, who were also the same weight and the same length. Crazy. So they're both now 25, which is weird. And we used to room together all the time. We were telling Cece all of these goofy, some terrible and some wonderful stories about back in the day. And it was so great to be in her space. She lives in Texas now, so we don't get to see her that often. So it was really great to be in her space. And I'm really encouraging her to come up to the retreat, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Something I shared on Vox today that I witnessed or felt or noticed is something very similar to what Cece just said, is that I thought Charlotte did a great job of welcoming us, and Mary Kay did a great job of figuring out how to maneuver so many moving parts. There's just so many things you don't even consider. Which one of you said to me, oh, look, the people working at the hotel even have, oh, was that you, Dawn? The people working at the Charlotte Convention Center someone said it, had pink t-shirts on that said Charlotte, and they were the workers there.
Might have been me, actually.
Okay. So we're like, there's just another detail that the regular people just aren't paying attention to, that, someone had to think of that, right? When you've got 7,000, I think there was 7,000 at ours, 7,000 people, you're moving 7,000 people in a very small area. The hotels did a great job. We all walked. We were all within walking distance. I could throw a rock to our hotel from the convention center, but it was a little bit longer than a walk than the rock throw. Because seeing a building and being able to get to the door of a building is two different things. But nevertheless, that was different. That was totally different, right? We're used to taking buses and getting everywhere, and also, like, don't walk around downtown Dallas by yourself. We could all walk around and feel safe, which was such a blessing. That we were treated incredibly well. Next year, there's rumor that it's going to be in Fort Worth, and I'm guessing that that's actually going to be true. With the limited knowledge that I have of it, we still don't have a date yet. I don't know why they didn't tell us, but they were supposed to tell us on August 1st. Because at our last director meeting, I literally have notes that say they were going to tell us on August 1st. So since we don't know yet, I am telling you, you'll find out when we find out. So just keep going on to either to the MyMK Events app or to your In Touch screen under events, and just keep looking. If we find it before you, we'll tell you. If you find it before us, let us know so we can let everybody else know. But literally start saving your money. You guys, if you put $10 or $20 a week away, I want you to just think about that. Even $10 a week. Like back in the day, we were always saving money. Remember, we had posters for it and everything and drawings for it. Just start saving your money. Just start saving your money. And I know that many of you had all kinds of challenges on why you could or couldn't go. And we had the perfect 10 go this year. It was the perfect amount. And next year, it's going to double and triple. I'm 100% confident in that. It's doubling and tripling next year. I'm confident. So relationships are what I always come back to. And it's always a reminder, friends that we've created in this business that I've known forever, and some that are kind of new, but relationships don't change. They just get stronger, and you don't have to see people all the time. And there's people that want to run up to you, and there's people that swing you around, and people that just adore you. And the longer you're in Mary Kay and the higher up you go, you will continue to cultivate those relationships and see how really, really special they are. Truly special and unique. Watching my mom on stage, taking her backstage, what an honor. What an absolute honor. And it's funny. I look like a director when I'm walking her around, but all I simply say is, she's my mom. And anybody will let me walk around with her the whole time. It's great. So I made sure she was all situated in backstage, and our friend Amanda Silvera from the company was back there with the consultants that were top 20. So she was taking great care of her and talking with her. And mom, of course, is making friends with all the people in the back. I'm like, yes, of course you are. And was just such a pleasant surprise that she was top 20. Such a pleasant surprise. And then, you know, the speeches, the notes, just all of it. Like, we're on fire, and I know you can tell. And events change lives. And sometimes they're hard to explain. And sometimes you're just really glad that you went. So we're going to talk about the next event, the next major event. And y'all, I need you to get on it. I need you to get on it because I don't want you to be left behind. No sister gets left behind. Okay. So Cece, if you have that graphic and you could throw that up for us, please. This is Heidi Gelzer's retreat. That is October 24th to the 26th. I want you to first of all notice that it is a week later than it usually is. So I know in the past, some of you had conflicts because of the weekend that it was on, and now it's on the last weekend instead. And I don't even know why, and I don't care. I'm just telling you. Okay. She's doing something different this year where you have a non-refundable $75 to register that holds your spot. Then you have until October 5th to pay the second 90. Okay. So what she used to do is you could just sign up and hold your spot and you didn't have to pay until it was due. Guess what? People would not pay, you guys. And then those spots were wasted, or she was getting charged for rooms that they weren't filling. We can't have that. We absolutely cannot have that. We need committed people, right? And we're committed. So you simply register for 75 as of August 9th. Now, you guys, that is already Saturday. Okay. Now we're going to put you in a drawing for those of you that actually register this weekend, the 9th or the 10th. The 9th, it opens for us to the Mary Kay National area because Heidi wants her unit in her area to get in first, obviously. So she opened it up to her own family as of August 1st and us as of the 9th. We already know that Lisa Madsen and Sue Ponko, national sales directors, are retiring and are not having a retreat. We already know this. Today we learned that they're all asking her if they can be invited and if they can come. Now, if they all come, it will not only sell out, but it won't last long at all. So she's not only saying it's going to sell out, she's saying it's going to sell out quickly. And I'm thinking, oh no, this is not going to happen to my Mary Kay family, because we have treasured this relationship with Heidi for so long. We've been going to her retreat since 2016 or 2017, 2016, I think. We want to get our Mary Kay people, our Courage Nation family, to all be able to attend her retreat. Okay. So set your alarm for this weekend, and October 9th and October 10th, whoever registers this weekend, the 9th and the 10th, Cece, first of all, if you don't have one of these yet, you're going to get one. Hold up your little baby suitcase that says, "Let's go, girls." You're going to get a little baby suitcase from your sales director if you don't have one yet. Okay. Because this was an absolute riot taking with us this past weekend, and I hope you guys all saw my story on that little suitcase going with me everywhere. And now guess what? People are promoting it to put gifts in for the holiday selling season. That means it's going to be hot. That means girls and their mothers and their little kids are going to want that. Okay. You'll get one of those for registering this weekend. And if you register the 9th or the 10th, sometime this weekend, you're going to go in a drawing and one of you is going to get half of your registration back. One of you will get reimbursed $37.50. Okay. So that means you got a really good chance of only having to pay half of it. Okay. So you register with the 75. The code is there that says scan this code to complete your registration. Okay. And you text me and CC, whoever unit you're in, text us the minute you register and tell us. Okay. And by Sunday night at midnight, so that means on Monday the 11th, we're going to draw for whoever registered on the 9th and the 10th. And one of you is going to get half of that half of that money back. Okay. So I'm not as worried about the rooms. The room reservation is due August 24th. I'm not really as concerned about that yet. And I definitely want to make sure, Cece, you can take that off the screen. I definitely want to make sure that you're talking to people and your friends before you book a room so that there's not just 2 people in a room that holds 6 and they, spent more money and we could have had 6 people in a room that holds 6. And the rooms are huge. The rooms are huge. Okay. Even, I think Cece, didn't you and I have even a bigger room last year?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either, whatever, but I felt like we did. Because it's the retreat center. It's an old Baptist, retreat center from it's like the property's like 100 years old. It's amazing. So put it on your calendar. Okay. $75 gets you held there. You guys, it's going to be our last one. I've said it the last couple of years, thinking it was going to be our last one. This is going to be our last one. And I'm not making all of that public information yet. Okay. But, because next year we're going to have like 100 people and I'm not going to bring 100 people to someone else's retreat because that's not fair. That's not fair to a hosting national sales director. So next year, so our goal is 25 MAC attendees, and CC, how many is yours?
10.
All right. 25 MACs and 10 Rise to go to this retreat is 35 Courage Nation Mary Kay family members. That's huge. That's really, really huge. So please put it on your calendar. Somebody's going to get half of that money back. Who's feeling lucky? Great. Great. I like seeing that. I like seeing that. This is a smaller event. This is not 7,000 people. This is more like 200 people, 200. Okay. And it only holds that many where we are. So we can't have more than that. And the facility itself only holds a few hundred. So it's casual. It's outdoor. It's, you get to explore the grounds. There's crunchy leaves and, the beautiful lake that it's on Green Lake. It's absolutely gorgeous. Those of you that went last year, I'll give you 30 seconds if you want to pop on and just share what you loved about it last year. Maggie?
The red lunch.
The Red Jacket Luncheon. Yeah. The Red Jacket Luncheon, which they're doing again. So if you look at that code, that allows you to register, but you can also, in Voxer, I put the entire, I put the whole retreat boards app, I put the retreat board in Voxer, and you guys can find it in there because she talks about all the different ways that you can win things, faces and hats, and directors can win hats and maybe consultants too. And the Red Jacket Luncheon is a big deal. It is a big deal. And we've got some committed beauty consultants from Seminar that are very excited to be earning their red jackets and going to their the retreat in their red jacket. That is going to be amazing. Look, right here. There it is. That red jacket right there. And right now there's 4 faces on that the little poster, and that's not enough. See all that space right there? That's for all your faces. Look, there's a whole, look at that whole thing is for all your faces right there. The whole thing. Okay. Let's fill it up. Let's fill it up. Ah, it's going to be so great. So grand. So grand. Okay. I got a story I want to finish with before I do that. And before I close with that, does anyone have anything that they would like to share? Comments, questions, comments or questions? Oh, got two product things we need to show you, and then I got to close with a story.
2 product things, and then do we need to hop over to boards?
Mm-hmm. Man, this time goes fast. Okay, Dawn.
For October, I love that it's because it is only a couple hundred people. We did coloring one time, and we did made posters, and we have costume parties, and it's just nobody's worried about the high heels that they're wearing being too sore. It's just very relaxed and fun, and it's a beautiful location.
Yes, thank you. It's called a retreat for a reason. You are retreating. It is a respite. It is a respite. I mean, you do have your thinking brain on and you take notes and there's classes, but you also have fun. Oh, and also it's a neon party. It's a neon party for the dance party. So before you buy anything, just let's get let's group our, gather ourselves, because we have our pit crew already. And we can take our pit crew and turn that into some neon for sure. Cece and I will wear the cars. We will wear the Barbie cars for sure. Okay. Thank you, Donnie. Cece, you want to throw those up there? Okay. So this is your Courage Nation Boards app. This is all the stuff that's up for the month of August. If you're in my unit, I already texted you this last night. And as I sent it, I realized that Monday night, the 11th, was actually not on there. So then I sent you another text with the bingo board. So make sure that you are inviting people to next Monday night for virtual bingo. Okay, so we're here tonight, Sisterhood, Scoop, and More. Rockin' Reds of the Round Table. We actually are rescheduling this. So if you are not at Red yet, and you want to be, we're going to reschedule this for later in the month. Today was just not happening for half of our Reds, and it was just not the best day for that. So it's either going to be the 18th or the 25th. So we're going to reschedule that for our Reds. So Reds, stay tuned. And if you are not in your red jacket yet, these conversations are different. And this is something that is very exciting to be part of. And we are excited to offer this something extra for our red jackets. So stay tuned for that. Next one, CC, Girl Power next Monday, the 11th at noon. This is all July Power Up Achievers and anyone who is an August Achiever by the 10th. So that means you're 600 wholesale or more. So you're selling enough product to do a 600 wholesale or more. And remember that wholesale could also be CVS orders, anything that equals to 600 wholesale in that computer. And you are invited. And I am working on a very special guest for next Monday. So please put it on your calendar. You're going to be so glad that you did. The next thing then will be the bingo will be Monday night. And I'm going to give you a challenge for the week. Cece and I are giving you a challenge to ask 5 friends to join us for virtual bingo. 5 friends. Ask 5 friends to join us for virtual bingo. Give them something just for popping on. And of course, when they win bingo, they always get something from us. Okay. Ask 5 friends to simply join us on virtual bingo. Okay. All right. Next one is the 13th, Wednesday, the 13th. All right. Remember, this is Epic Winning Wednesday, that we are connected with these national sales directors to simply hear a Mary Kay story with $500 in cash given away, 5 e-starts given away. So 5 people get a new starter kit reimbursed, and free product giveaways simply for watching. This is such a great event, you guys. It's only 30 minutes long. And Devin Goal, future executive senior sales director is going to be the speaker. I don't know her yet, but while we were at seminar, she was crowned runner-up at the Mary Kay National Area to the Queen of Sharing. So that's a huge deal. So she wasn't on National Court of Sharing, and then not only was she on it, she was suddenly queen to the runner-up to the Queen. So she's a big deal. So I'm really excited to hear her story. I don't know anything about her. And remember, it's on Zoom and it's free. Next. Okay, Monday the 18th. We just learned that now the hotel is not available. This is our only Monday night in person is going to be the 18th. Couldn't have known that the hotel wasn't available. Sadly, it's not available that whole week. I'm looking to see if that, if the Naughty Hotel, I don't like that we call it that, but everyone knows what I'm talking about, is available. We're looking to see if that is, and otherwise Cece's looking at other locations as well. We're hopeful they'll just keep it in the falls. But please watch for that. Cece's finishing the Google form. Yeah, so you can register for that. This in person is going to be all about getting our friends and our family and our clients into the makeover contest. So if you have been a little bit nervous or intimidated about Lisa, and Cece, we want to put people in it. We just don't know what to say or what to do. Just invite them to this Monday night and we will help them. Okay. They can select their look online in the link, the registration link. They'll be able to select it. And if they're not sure what they want, we'll probably give them Mauve Haze because it's the easiest one and everyone looks good in it so far. It's the one I've used for all the people that I've been doing. And myself, I like it myself too. So I got a girl coming tomorrow. That's a glam girl. Maybe she'll want something different, but, we will put the 6 looks in there and please bring them. Okay. This will be our chance to gather. It's the only Monday night in August that we are gathering. It will be a chance to gather. If you don't have a guest, you're going to want to see the education on the makeovers that we're going to do. And if you want to sit and do one on yourself, feel free. Okay. So please make it a priority. It is, again, the only in-person Monday that we have in August. Okay. Next is the last Monday in August is going to be speed dating again. Okay. And this is a big deal because it was such a hit last time. And I have to tell you, Casey Evans, sales director, that is a huge Courage Nation fan. Casey Evans and I were in line for Double Star Achiever, I don't know what we were in line for. I don't know what we were in line for backstage. Must have been Double Star. And I'm so glad to be chatting. And she goes, Lisa, I watched the whole thing and I was wondering which one I was going to be. I obviously wear the product. She said, I couldn't wait to see which one I was going to match. She goes, I got to tell you, when I first saw your invite come out, I thought, oh, well, it'll be cute and fun because it's Lisa and Cece and all the stuff they do with their people is fun. But she goes, I had no idea you were throwing guys in there. She goes, you had me captivated with those faces. She goes, I wanted to be with Ryan Gosling in the worst way, but that wasn't the one for me. Isn't that funny? So I was like, oh, well, stay tuned. We're going to do it again. So she said, on your invite, you ought to say, hey, girl, and show Ryan Gosling saying, make sure you RSVP to join us, So we've been careful with the guys and the faces because we can't associate Mary Kay with a celebrity. Like, we don't want to get in trouble, right? So, but privately we could. So I thought that was such a great idea. So stay tuned because we're going to work on getting more guys on there too. Okay. So I may or may not be doing it that evening. I'm actually going to be driving to Michigan, but for sure, Cece and some of you, we're going to ask to help with it because Cece made such a great script last time that it's really easy to follow. It's really, really easy to follow. That she did not chat GPT, by the way, or AI. That is all her brain that was working that. Yes. Okay. So those are all the things. And then also the last Saturday in August, which is Labor Day weekend. And then the Saturday before that is the 23rd. The 23rd, I'm going to do another round of makeover contest here in my home. So if for any reason you have people that you're inviting that can't make Monday the 18th to wherever we're going to have it, you can bring them to my home on Saturday the 23rd in the morning, or to Cece's home on Labor Day weekend on Saturday the 30th. Okay. Not everybody goes away for the weekend. So you have two other opportunities to do it with us. If you're a little intimidated, you don't have to be, but just in case you are, you have two other opportunities to do it with your sales directors. And no matter whose unit you're in, you can either do it at my house on the 23rd or at Cece's on the 30th. That is on the at a glance. It just doesn't give a lot of detail. I'm telling you now, as it gets closer, we'll know more. Okay. We'll open our home in the morning for a couple of hours and we can help them do it. Okay. Okay. Got to close with a story. So any last minute thoughts, comments? Okay. You have me spotlighted, so I can only see 5 of you. So I'm just assuming your hands didn't go up. Okay. I'm going to tell you the story from Casey Evans. So this is about seminar and team building and this company and how it has nothing to do with knowing everything and everything to do with your willingness, being in the right place at the right time, and getting into the heart of a woman. Okay. So Casey Evans is our friend, you guys. She's done some training for us. As I said, she was on backstage with me. Apparently we were back there for quite a while because we had some big conversations. And she was telling me how she started doing this that we learned from Deb Bailey, who got it from Megan Chapman, who got it from her mom, who I can tell you it's totally Mary Kay Ash. Like, this is old. Okay. It's 6 qualities of a successful consultant, right? Okay. Busy, money, need money, not the sales type, don't know a lot of people, sleeping giant, and are family oriented. Okay. And then on the other side is why over 2 million women have started their business. Cece, do we have this in the board's app yet? If we don't, we can put it under team building if we don't. Why over 2 million people have opened their businesses: money, recognition, self-confidence, community advancement, flexibility, and ownership. So she goes to get her hair done, okay? The night of awards night. She goes to just a local salon in Charlotte to get her hair done. And this young 24-year-old gal is doing her hair. And she's asking all these questions about the Mary Kay ladies. Now, remember, we're the second wave of people that came through, second wave. And so this girl had done a lot of seminar hair for people. And they're just chatting. And Casey's asking her questions and just being curious about this girl and her life. And she's talking, this girl is talking about, yeah, a lot of people told me about it. I've got cards and everything. A lot of people told me about it. But I kept on saying, I didn't know if I'd be any good at it. And they just kept telling me I'd be good at it. But how do I actually know I would be good at it? And Casey says, oh, well, hang on. I got 6 qualities of a successful consultant on my phone. Let me just show you what Mary Kay Ash said, what we look for. And you tell me if you think you'd be any good at it. Because Mary Kay Ash said if you have at least 2 of these, you'd be good at it. So she runs through it with her. The girl says, I'm all 6 of those. I have all 6 of those, all 6. And Casey says, well, I guess you have your answer then. She said, can I sign up with you?
Wow.
So Casey got one of 5 new team members for the month of July at seminar with the girl doing her hair, who signed it right then and there. And she incentivized her with a pair of sunglasses that she was giving to all of her Power Up Achievers for the month, and told this girl if she did it before she left the salon, she could have the glasses without the sales, because that was for her seasoned consultants. But you, just for signing up, can have the glasses if you do it before I leave the room. And she did. Okay. So she could have signed with anybody, right? But she didn't. Casey asked her questions, and Casey answered the biggest one she had. I don't know if I'd be any good at this. And Casey showed her. Well, I don't know either, but Mary Kay says if you got 2 of 6 of these, you potentially would be. What do you think? I have all of them. May I sign with you? Yes, you may. Yeah. Casey saw in her heart. Casey loved on her, saw her for who she was as a person, and has a new team member when the girl didn't know anything about Mary Kay prior to Mary Kay people coming to Charlotte for seminar. We change lives everywhere. We change lives everywhere. You are changing them in your community. You're changing them in your neighborhood. You're changing them every time you mail out a sample packet to somebody and you do a virtual with somebody in another state. And every time we get a new team member in another state, our ripple effect is huge. Our ripple effect is huge. I love that story so much. We took a selfie and I said, send it to her and tell her you just told me her whole story and that I'm rooting for her too. She did. The girl texted back, I have tears. So a total stranger, she doesn't know me at all and only knew Casey for half an hour. Now she's in tears because another Mary Kay lady believes in her. Cool. Because I am a Cadillac sales director, because of my leadership skills and building this Cadillac unit and your excellence, I was again just now invited today to the $1 million reunion in Nemacolin again, you guys. I am over the moon. I did not know that I was going to be invited. I didn't actually think I was going to be invited. And after seminar, I was trying to figure out who could I actually call? Who could I actually call and say, did you pick your guest yet for the $1 million reunion? I mean, I know I'm not a $1 million director yet or anything, but you know, I can be your guest. I thought, who can I say that to? And because I just put it out there and I'm like, well, it'll work out. Maybe I can figure it out. I don't know. My friend Christine Whitman, sales director in Appleton, texts me asking me, assuming I'm going December 2nd to the 4th to the $1 million reunion that is only every 2 years. And you have to be a $1 million sales director to go or can invite a person who's Cadillac or above or future executive sales director or above. It's an invite only, very small group. And says, Christine Whitman is asking me if I have how I'm getting from the airport at Nemacolin, how am I getting there? And could she hitch a ride with me? And I said, oh, I didn't receive an invitation this year. Good luck. You know, I know you'll have such a blast. And she goes, what? No invitation. I won't see your pretty face. What? We got to change that or whatever. Telling me that she was a guest of Nancy Moser. Well, Nancy Moser invited me last time, which was such an honor, National Sales Director Emeritus, but I was already going with Catherine Longley, $1 million sales director. So what an honor, right? I actually got 2 invitations last year. So I didn't think to ask Nancy, can I go with you? Because I knew that she had told Christine. So I wasn't going to ask her if I could go. Well, guess what? Nationals can have more than one guest. So I immediately get a phone call from Nancy and Nancy's like, I already thought you were going. I would have asked you a long time ago. I was actually going to ask you at seminar who you were going with, but we had, 100 conversations at seminar and at seminar. So she's like, you can be my guest. And I said, okay, I'm going to have to figure this out. And then while we were talking, I figured out a few details and I'm like, oh, I'm going. Because this exposes us again, you guys, to more leadership and more people to hang around. $1 million sales directors or $1 million sales directors, they're $1 million now or ever have been, or a national, whoever was a $1 million director. Those are the only people that can go and then can invite people. It's incredible and it's expensive. So I need to sell some more product tonight. I'm really excited for my friend Courtney coming over on Wednesday to get into the makeover contest. Of course, no purchase necessary, but I hope she just loves the idea of having her face to go home with. But what an opportunity. And then the stuff that I get to come back and share with you guys and to be at the feet of giants again. I'm really hoping that Lisa and Sue Ponko are going. I'm really hoping they are. because it'll be an opportunity to be in their space before they retire. I reached out to a few people to find out if they were going, and it's such an honor. It is such an honor and a privilege, and I don't take it lightly. And these are the types of things that you get to experience. And that's why Rise Unit, you need to be in a Cadillac so that you are invited to things that you get to experience as well. And have that Cadillac driving around Waukesha so that everybody in Waukesha knows who Cece Burns is, okay? Because it makes a difference in your community. You are making a difference. So let's go. Who's number one? You are. Okay. So 2 challenges for you. 2 challenges. 1, ask 5 friends or family to join us on bingo. Okay. 5 friends or family. That's your challenge for the week. In addition, since that is virtual, for the following 2 weeks, have 2 people come with you to get into the makeover contest, either Monday the 18th or the 23rd at my house or the 30th at Cece's house. Okay. Just ask. Simply ask. It only takes 20 seconds of courage.
Not even.
Not even. And then, so those are your challenges. And then get yourself registered this weekend. If you're intending on registering, if you want to go, if you're not sure you want to go, if you're trying to figure out, text me. We'll have a conversation. We'll talk through it. Okay. We'll figure it out and we'll make it happen for you. Okay. Love you guys so much. So much. You're the best. Look at me figuring out hearts after 5 years.
I'm gonna stick with my foam finger.
All right. Love you guys. Have a great evening. Bye.